How's it going, everybody? Ryebread here today, and we are back with our Toronto Maple Leafs franchise mode. And before we start here, I've got some good and bad news. I've made a trade. The bad news is I was just playing around having some fun before I booted it up here and started recording. And when I hit exit without saving because I was just having some fun, and it saved over it somehow, and I can't get the save file back. So I might have done this trade anyway. So let me know your guys' thoughts, but I'm sorry that you guys didn't get to see it and it was done off recording. I promise I was just playing around, just like, why not? Screw it. But EA Sports decided to save over my save file when I said exit without saving. So that's fantastic, and I don't want to turn off auto-saving just in case, the game crashes when we're in a certain spot. But I've gotten rid of John Tavares, so good news, we're no longer in any kind of cap trouble with that $10.5 million. Bad news, I might have been able to get more for him, and I was not able to record it. So, as you can see here, one of our new acquisitions is Cody Eakin. You guys are like, probably great. We got Cody Eakin for John Tavares, but we also got Shea Theodore, and then down in the AHL, we also got Eric Brandstrom. Plus, boys, not only did we get those three players for John Tavares, but we also are going to get, there it is, proposed trade. I'll show you here in just a second. We're going to go ahead and we did snag the Vegas Golden Knights first round pick, and their team's not that great, and I just kind of depleted them even more. They're listed as a rebuilder, but they really, really wanted John Tavares. Don't ask me why, so I just went ahead and went through with the trade, but I mean, as far as their team is concerned, they're not going to make the playoffs. I really don't see it, but, so John Tavares is now a Vegas Golden Knight, and we now have Eakin, Theodore, Brandstrom, and their first. I mean, I don't think it was that bad of a trade because it addresses some of our needs, but I'm not done making trades, so I decided to hit record right now, just to be safe, just in case, because I was just playing off, like I said, just having some fun, seeing what I could get for John Tavares, and that went through. So now they want Scott Hartnell. I don't know if I want to do that to them anymore. I'm going to try and trade. There we go. San Jose wants him. Is there a way I can get like a better, a better bottom player? Like Banner Delzato is not exactly what I'm looking for here. Like, not that contract either. Bodker's a little bit more. Martin, they gave Martin 4 years. Are you kidding me? There's Dion Phaneuf. You could bring him back for $7 million. No, thank you. You know what? I could always just get a pick for Hartnell. Just kind of dump him. A third rounder from the Blues, maybe. Maybe can get that to go through. Trade rejected. Woefully insufficient. All right, how about a fourth? Let's see. Can we get a fourth for Scott Hartnell? Really, the value you're asking in return is a 4th round pick. It's not even that fantastic. 5th round pick isn't sufficient at all. Maybe I just have to dump him for a 7th. I really don't want to. A 6th, there we go. We can get that one to go through. And trade accepted. We do get a 6th. Roster moves. I think we'll be okay. Actually, I think I might have, I think I need to call up a forward because I don't think we have enough forwards. Lipin here. He's a 4th line forward. He's pretty much as good as Scott Hartnell was, but I'm not done. Wait, Brooks maybe? Maybe Brooks? He's a 70. He's got high top 9. He's younger. He's a center. He's pretty much better in every category, so I'm going to call up Brooks instead. We'll call up Brooks here. We'll hit best lines because I'm not done. There's one more move I want to make. And I'm going to be trading away a defenseman, and it will be, where is he? He's probably got no trade value. Hickey, there he is. Yeah, Hickey, so that's going to be a tough one to get rid of, just because I don't want him, and I'm pretty sure nobody else is going to want him either. So the Predators, why not? The Predators love their defensemen. So we'll go ahead and see, is there any, bottom forwards I could get? Maybe like a Calle Yarncrook. I would not be opposed to getting Calle Yarncrook. Especially 3 years at that contract. He's 27 as well, so propose the trade. Isn't compared to... so they want him. I might just dump him for, like I said, another mid to late round pick. Let's go with a 4th round pick. We can always work ourselves down. Trade rejected. Woefully insufficient. We're probably going to have to just get a 6th for him, so I'll try the 6th. It's not going to be a bit end of the world. Trade accepted. Consider it a done deal. So now we can go ahead and put, I believe we have Weidman, who's also a 79, and he's on a much better deal. So Hickey's deal really, really looked poor for us. And now we got a lot of cap space to go ahead and do things in the future with. So, I mean, I should have done this sooner. I probably shouldn't have gone after John Tavares in the offseason, but, you know, you live and you learn. So there we go. Kirby Reichel, put him there for Soshnikov. Soshnikov there for Brooks. Heinen, I think, is probably better than Brooks as far as face-offs and everything. Brooks is actually the better face-off man, but you know what? We'll leave Heinen there as well. So it's looking a little top-heavy here, but I think we're set up for the future, boys. I'm going to try and get this team to the playoffs and get us to win. Isaac Wallen here. Frederick Anderson, Isaac Wallen. He's listed as a minor starting goalie, so you know what? We do have some cap space, so I'm going to go in free agency and check out what goaltenders are still out there as a backup, maybe, because now, like I said, we've got about $12 million in cap space, and you know I could even flip our first for a player, and I might do that. Maybe I'll go after a guy like Cam Talbot. You know he's listed as a starter. Actually, Mason here probably will. Yeah, Mason's probably wants 1 year, $1.3 million. I can do that contract. He's the youngest goalie available. He's an 83. That's a very solid backup. Let me just give him $1.5 million. It's not going to make any kind of difference to our current cap situation anymore, which is kind of nice to have a lot of cap, but we have a lot of holes. So I'm going to try and plug those holes real quick. I'm going to go ahead and see what our first would be worth to another team. And come on, Steve Mason. You know you want to sign. Come on, let's go. There we go. Steve Mason has accepted our contract offer. So now it's going to go ahead and send Isaac Wallen back down to the AHL and start Mason up here in the NHL. So goaltenders, Wallen down in the system, Mason up. There you go. Sparks, McElhaney. Yeah, we got a lot of goaltenders down there in the AHL, but Sparks here and Wallen will probably be our go-to guys. So I won't hit best lines just because I don't want to have to fix these lines again. Although it doesn't look like a great team, and like I said, I don't think we should have gone for it in the first two seasons. I think we should have built, and I probably shouldn't have gone after John Tavares. But you know what? You live and you learn. And I think that we're going to go ahead. Oh, no, I don't want to do best lines down here because on defense, yeah, not McElhaney. We're going to put in Isaac Wallen because he is listed as a minor starter. And Sparks is a minor backup. And defensively down here, we still have Connor Carrick, who's a 76 now. Listed as a depth defenseman. Hopefully he gets happier. Of course, he didn't like trading away Thomas Hickey. That's great. And then we'll scratch Rosen here and put in Brandstrom just because I want Brandstrom playing, and we'll substitute him up here for Valiev. So we got Dermott, and you know what? Brandstrom's listed as he's listed as minor top 4. I don't want to play him out of his role offensively. The AHL squad's not looking too poor, I don't think. I mean, I don't know. I'm going to go look and see if we can get a better second line forward for our second, maybe a second line winger, somebody that can score for our first round pick. So we'll go ahead and see who wants that first round pick. I mean, we have a lot of room in the under the cap to go ahead and maybe get somebody pretty decent. Our first round pick's not worth a ton, but the Yotes want it. So we'll see who they're willing to give up for it. Gardner, yeah, they want to give up Gardner. I mean, I could just make the defensive core really, really good. There's a guy like Evander Kane here. He's got 3 years left on that deal, though. We can go after Dylan Strome, boys. Why not? Clayton Keller. Oh, my God. Yeah, like, if I could... Yeah, that's not going to happen. All right, the Calgary Flames want that. As far as players they have to give away, not a lot of players they have to give away, do they? I guess Klimchuk would not be a bad player. Morgan Klimchuk here. 82 overall. Medium top 6 potential. Not bad. Sam Bennett here, too. He's on a 2-year deal. Maybe I can... No, I don't think I can get both of those guys. But they also want to give up Frolik. So maybe Bennett and Frolik for our first. That's not going to go through. We'll see. Isn't sufficient at all. Sam Bennett and Frolik. We could probably get straight up Frolik on his expiring deal. He's an 82. But again, I'd like to see what more I could get. And then we'll go ahead. I promise we'll get some simulating done. We'll probably get half the season done here as well. Thomas Tatar. 2 years left at $5 million. I can do that kind of deal. Zetterberg is 2 years left. I don't know if I want Zetterberg's deal like that. Abdelkader here, 4 years. Yeah, no thanks. Let's sort by overall though. I want to see what some low overall players would get us. Plemple. I'm gonna just see Thomas Tatar for our first. I mean, Tatar's a good player. Thomas Tatar is a very, very solid second line forward. Would that go through? Is just too far off. So we'd have to probably give up a little bit more. We'll keep looking, though. I know that's there in case we need to go back to it. Spurgeon. Yeah, they don't really want to give up anybody. Koivu here. He's on a 1 year. He's on an expiring deal. But again, I'd like to get somebody. If we're giving up our first round pick, who do the Preds have? I mean, I guess I could get more forwards. But you know what? Why don't we go after a guy like Kevin Fiala? 3 years at $4.5 million for an 83 medium top 6 potential second liner. They want it. I mean, I would really like to get Kevin Fiala. Adds to our young core. Very good goal scorer, sniper. I mean, his $4.5 million is not bad. His point totals went down last season. Maybe he just he was playing the same amount of time on ice. Maybe the teammates he was playing around got worse. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't play poorly, so you know we can give it a shot. Isn't sufficient at all. Yeah, I want to find a player that the teams want to trade away as well. The New York Islanders are listed as a rebuilder, so maybe a guy like Gustav Nyquist. What's his contract looking like? 3 years left on that. Adam Henrique would not be a bad, but we don't really need centers anymore. We still have some decent centers on the roster. The San Jose Sharks here, I believe they just we just gave them one of our players, Brent Burns. No thanks. I mean, I'd want Brent Burns, but it's not going to happen. All right, the Vancouver Canucks. Who are they willing to give away? Gagne. Great. All right. Nobody really from the Vancouver Canucks. Let's go ahead and let's get John Tavares, boys. That's one to go after. Alex Tuck here, 2 years, 23 medium top 6, power forward, looks pretty good to me. I mean, just swap first? No, that's not gonna go through, not at all. All right, so the Capitals. Let's see what the why do the Capitals want my first? They're not a rebuilding team. DeBrusk here. 3 years, 22. He's 81. What is he, a third-line scoring forward? Yeah, he's listed as a third-line scoring forward, but I'll go ahead and throw him on that trade because why not? He's on a good deal. Sweeten the value just a touch. We know that one's there. And I think it was the Calgary Flames. I kind of like maybe get some depth like Frolik and Bennett. I guess, that's pretty much it. Klimchuk or Bennett. I would rather go with Bennett because he's still got the potential to grow a little bit, but Klimchuk's on an expiring deal. I don't necessarily want expiring deals. And are they willing to take back any of our players? Who do they want? They want Spencer Smith. Enroth, low top 4. That's our first round pick. He's listed as a low top 4, but I'll throw that in there to sweeten the deal. Trade has accepted. All right, so cool. We gave up our first and our prospect to go ahead and get Sam Bennett and Frolik. I think that's going to help even out the lines here a little bit. And we'll hit best lines. There we go. Brown. All right, so wow, Bozak. Why is Bozak down there? Eakin. Cody Eakin I like as a third-line center. Sam Bennett can stay there as well. So really, it looks a lot better. Frolik, though, yep, two-way forward. Let's put Sam Bennett there and Connor Brown here on this third line. So honestly, guys, I think the team looks a lot deeper, and we still have all the studs up on that top line. So apologies all around for signing John Tavares. I mean, it was fun while it lasted, but you know, it lasted, yeah, right? Like it lasted all that long. What was it, like a season or two? So I'll go ahead and send those two guys down to the AHL. Brooks and Soshnikov, send those two guys down. Edit the lines here, and then we'll go ahead and get the simulation starting. Lots and lots of who's up here? Heinen. Who did I send down? We'll just go best lines. Why not? And okay, I just wanted to look at who did I send down? Whatever. I thought I sent down Heinen, but I'll fix these lines in just a second. Best lines down here. Oh, I sent down Soshnikov. Soshnikov's listed as a fourth line forward. Heinen's actually listed as a third line checking forward. I remember that one. Connor Brown there. Bozak there. I mean, I know I got a lot of centers on this team, but Cody Eakin, yeah, he's such a good... Oh, actually, Bozak's the better centerman, so we'll put Eakin on the wing there. And then Hyman and Reichel, flip them. So, not a terrible team. We could see some growth, but I think we positioned ourselves much better for the future here. Scratched is fine. We'll just go down to AHL, fix these lines real quick. Yeah, because we have Connor Carrick here. We'll flip him there. Valiev for Rosen. because these medium 7th defensemen probably aren't going to grow, but we'll be playing Brandstrom. Connor Carrick, if he could get back up to something usable, I would definitely like to have him on the team. But, alright, so those are the lines. Those are all of the massive changes I'm going to make. I can't believe the game saved over itself without me telling it to, and that Tavares trade went through. But I think we're looking pretty nice here with some players of the future, and we have Vegas's first round pick. So that's probably going to be high value. And let's see here. Kadri, yep. So as far as potential now, we are looking a lot better than we were. Liljegren is growing quite well. Sam Bennett, could become something, maybe just a permanent third liner for us. Still have some cap space. We've got a better backup goalie. I think a lot of these changes made are really going to benefit us. I don't know, because so far I've been listening to you guys, and I'm not saying it like it's your fault, because I'm the one that went out and signed Tavares. But so far, it's just it felt like a disjointed, like we didn't really have a plan. Using everyone's opinions and voting is I feel like we were just going to get stuck in the mud at some point. And yeah, my signings were not the greatest, so I'll take the blame for that one. 1 month for forwards in the WHL. And all right, so we're 2-2 so far in the preseason. All right, 4-2. All right, I'll take it. Wideman got injured, but that's no big deal. Continue because he didn't have to come out. Yes, I get it. We're over the salary cap. We went 5-2 in the preseason, and now it's time to start the regular season. And against Montreal, we win in a shootout. I will certainly take that one. Now we face the Arizona Coyotes, and it's a good year for rookies. And it's a good thing we got that Vegas Golden Knights pick, and we lost. But we do beat Vegas, which is good because we want them to be as bad as they can, so we can have a high shot at winning the lottery this year. Recent individual performance. So hopefully, you know what? Moore, what is he saying? I have to admit, I've been underperforming lately. The numbers are black and white. We need you to produce, and he's happier. So locker room chemistry is up to a 77%, which I'm surprised with all these moves is actually happening. Versus Buffalo, though, we're 4-3, so we're about a 500 team, and I really don't want that for the first part of the season here. Defenseman for 3 weeks over there in the dub. Now we play Vancouver. We win. Let's get on a little bit of a roll. Let's get that morale up, and we get shellacked 2 games in a row. Versus Tampa, we get wrecked. And versus Montreal, I didn't simulate long enough. And versus Montreal, we win 3-2. So we're 6-6 to start the season. Not great, but not terrible. We're almost in a playoff spot, though. Maybe this is the year the Atlantic no longer is stacked. Hopefully this is the year the Atlantic gets a lot crunchier. Squished down a little bit. We're a big fat minus pretty much everywhere. Except for the Liljegren and Moore pairing. I'll take that. Heinen, yeah, wow. Our bottom guys are, you know what? I think I'm just going to leave it. Oh, no. I want to check out goalies. There we go. As far as goalies, Mason is not playing all that well, but again, he's not had a lot of time to play. 9 games played to 4 games played. It's really hard to judge based off of that. I'm going to go look at the special teams really quickly because I think, you know what, let's go check out our special teams percentages and whatnot. Oh, man, lots of talking, not a lot of simulating, but there was a lot of action, you got to admit. I did do a lot. So as far as goals for per game, 2.5. So we are allowing too many goals against per game, which I didn't think would be our problem, but power play. So our penalty kill is decent, and our power play could really be improved. So I'm going to go ahead and look at the special teams because I think our special teams really could use a little bit of a boost. So if we check the edit lines, I hope they don't have anybody like Kirby Reichel or something like that on the special teams. Nylander, Marner, all right, Shea Theodore, Liljegren. You know what? Liljegren, oh my God. Yeah, no, Liljegren needs to be on that first pairing defensively for the, I know Theodore is good, but Liljegren, damn, he's got 91 passing, 94 offensive awareness. He's certainly going to help us. Frolik, Kadri, Bozak. Maybe not Bozak. Because we have, all right, Nylander, Marner up there. Frolik's probably going to stay. Maybe not Bozak. Bozak is a good penalty killer, but I'd like to see a guy maybe like, Eek. No, geez, we don't. I guess I'm kind of stuck there. Maybe Connor Brown. You know what? I'm going to give Connor Brown a shot on the power play. Just see if that changes anything. Because I'm going to let Bozak be the penalty killer, but Connor Brown, changing current line, 4-man power play, Theodore for Liljegren, and I think I'm going to leave it. Yeah, we got Matthews and Nylander, and then Marner and Kadri. So penalty kill, we have Eakin and Bozak. Yeah, no, I'm going to spread that out, put Bozak there, Hyman as well. He's got a pretty good defensive category. Heinen does as well, so I just want to see what kind of skaters have the best defensive category for us. And maybe consider putting them in. We got, Marner, Matthews. Bennett's actually got a pretty good defensive category. His defensive awareness is really quite high, so I'm going to change him there. Heinen, he's 3.5 stars. I'm going to go ahead and keep looking at our best defensive players. Just to maybe give our penalty kill even that little bit of a boost. Kadri, Theodore, Eakin, Frolik. Actually, Frolik is a pretty good defensive player. Yeah, he is. He is a very good defensive player. So, you know what? There we go. And I think that's going to help Theodore more, Liljegren. And you know what? Let's go ahead and check out the AHL, see if anybody, if Carrick is getting happier. I really wish he would. Game morale because of ice time. So, hopefully he goes up. Brandstrom hasn't grown. It's early in the season. I get it. But, you know, it would not hurt if these guys did grow for us. So, there we go. Soshnikov doesn't seem too pissed to be down in the AHL. First month is complete. The AHL is doing all right. We are 6-6, so we're right in the middle of the pack here. We are 3 points out of a wild card spot, but only 1 point out of a divisional spot. So let's keep it rolling here. I've been recording for a little bit amount of time here, so let's get it rolling. Let's get some action in this video as far as simulation, because we've had a lot of changes as far as roster turnover. But Gagne and a fourth for a second and a fourth. So why would you even throw in the fourths? I don't really want Gagne either because I'm kind of content with the team we have. I just kind of want them to put it together on the ice. We win in a shootout and we win. There we go. Back-to-back wins. Let's string a couple together. I want to see us go on a little bit of a win streak and climb a couple games above 500 because this hovering right around 500 thing is not going to work out for us in the long run. So versus Carolina here. Martin for a third and a fifth. No, thank you. I don't want Martin. Because we've got a couple of decent defensemen. And Cody Eakin's been injured with a mild concussion, which means now it's time to call up Nikita Soshnikov. And he can go ahead and fill right in there for us. I'm going to go ahead, edit the lines, and I'll go ahead and be right back, boys. So the lines are all set, guys. We're just moving Kirby Reichel up and moving Soshnikov into that spot there. And we'll hopefully get back on a little bit of a winning streak. Point streaks are okay. That's our first overtime/shootout loss, and we have 2 back-to-back. Versus the rebuilding Islanders, we win 2-0, but we lose to the Philadelphia Flyers. Versus Tampa, we lose 3-2. And then Philly, can we beat them? Can we not go on a 3-game losing streak, please? 10-10-2. Cody Eakin is fully healed. I'm just going to have him replace Soshnikov. I'll keep Soshnikov up here, but I'll have him scratched. Cody Eakin there, yes, that's fine. Cody Eakin there. Bennett, how is he doing? He's a -4. Maybe, how is this third line doing? And it's a plus, Cody Eakin's a +1. So you know what? I'm going to move him there for Bennett. Cody Eakin's going to be a second liner for us. And we win 3-1, and we're now 11-10-2. You know what? I might have to consider starting the rebuild now. I mean, this team is certainly in a worse position than when I got it, so I'm considering this so far. This is all on my shoulders. This is a failed rebuild up until this point. Hopefully we can turn it around, though, so sorry to all you Leafs fans there. This you must be screaming at your TV. Go ahead and just boot up NHL yourself, and I bet you'll do better than what I've done. But so far, 14-13-2. We can't beat good teams. We can beat bad teams, which is perfectly the sign of a 500 team. We beat a good team. Maybe we can get a couple wins in a row here, and never mind. We lose to Detroit. To Detroit of all teams. All right, but then we go ahead and bounce back with 2 straight wins there. We're up here at the end of December at 18-16-2. It's not a great record, but, you know, it's what we're dealing with right now. And it's the 31st, 18-16-2, puts us in contention for a divisional spot against the Sabres, Lightning, and the Senators. So, we're not getting any points out of our top line guys, though. It's bothering me because you would think that they, with this much talent up top, Liljegren is absolutely flying, boys. Man, he's got only 3 power play points, too. He's got 19 assists. This guy is absolutely stellar right now. Kadri. Matthews has only got 18 points, which really, really concerns me. The fact that Matthews, our best player, only has 18 points so far through 36 games played. I mean, come on. You gotta... I mean, maybe I should just give him more ice time all over the place because, I mean, he's probably getting a lot of ice time though. He's not nowhere near on pace. Yeah, he's getting the most ice time of his career, which, you know, why wouldn't he be getting more points? I mean, with this amount of ice time, he had 85 points. Maybe, oh man, do I move Liljegren up to that top pairing? I mean, Shea Theodore is a -7. You know, we're moving Liljegren. We're giving him first pairing minutes because the dude's been putting up points galore, and I think that might help out our top line be a better plus and might ultimately carry us to the playoffs, hopefully. We'll go ahead here, go up to the end of January, and then I think that's where I'm going to leave it for this video because I want to reassess here. A 1-0 win, so much for bolstering that offense. Versus Anaheim, we win. Versus Boston, we lose 5-1, which really hurts. But we win and then we lose. Great. We win in overtime though, so that'll help with the playoff tiebreakers. Versus Chicago, here was a pretty good team. We lose 4-2. Versus Buffalo, we win 4-2. Versus St. Louis, we lose 3-2. We lose 3-1 to Chicago. But we beat Detroit. All right, so we can't go on any kind of run here either way, winning or losing. I just want to see us be close to the playoffs again. Because I think we can do some stuff in free agency, and hopefully our players will grow. But man, this has been way too long for this kind of team. We should have steered this in a different direction earlier on. But hey, there we go. 3 straight wins, and we are 25-21-2 here at the end of this one. And 7 points out of the playoffs. 7 to 8 points out of the playoffs. But hey, 7 more points, and we're in second place in the Atlantic Division. So, you know, if we get hot here, if we can just go on a little run here to end the season, we might have a shot at it. Look at Matthews, Liljegren. Oh my God, this dude is flying, and look at the difference he's made for our top line. I mean, before Liljegren, we had guys like Kadri and whatnot up here, but now, man, we've got all of our... Wow, Liljegren is making a huge difference on this team. I don't know how many more assets we have to trade, though. I think we just either wait it out this season and see what's going to happen. I think that's the one I'm going to go with, because I don't think we want to trade any more assets or any more prospects, because I'm going to look at this as an express rebuild right now. I'm pushing the panic button. I traded Tavares at the beginning of the season. We're going to see how this season plays out. We have Vegas's pick, so I kind of want to see where Vegas is in the standings, because I know we're a pretty decent team. We're better than these teams down here. So we're on the cusp of playoffs. If we look at the entire league, where are we? We're probably in the top half of teams. Oh, what? Oh my God, you've got to be kidding me. Vegas is in the playoffs with 58 points. Giving them John Tavares has pushed them over the edge, and damn. Now I might be willing to trade away that Vegas Golden Knights pick, because our pick certainly looks more valuable than that one right now. Might have jumped the gun a little bit there, giving the Vegas Golden Knights John Tavares, which, man, I am making all sorts of screw-ups in this rebuild. So this has probably been, I'm going to say it, my worst rebuild I've ever done on Shell. And John Tavares and, oh my God, these two guys are literally killing it right now. They are this is the reason right here, is Pacioretty and Tavares. I mean, they really don't have much else, do they? Fleury, yeah, they don't really have a great goaltending core. As far as defensemen, their best defenseman is an 82. And forwards, I mean, they've got those couple guys at the top, and I don't know. This team, I think our team's better than that team, but that's just my opinion. Jeez. So, yeah, I think I'm just going to go ahead ride out this season. I guess the Vegas Golden Knights pick isn't looking as good as I thought. I can always trade that one away, but again, I don't want to trade away more. Draft capital, and who knows, maybe Vegas goes ahead and tanks real hard here at the end of the season. I don't see it happening, but we're basically in the same boat as what kind of teams we are. They've played 2 more than us, and they've got 6 more points than us, so I don't know. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see some more, and I will see you guys in the next one.